stop our need. Light our way back home, coming in from the cold, and we'll be all set free. Set us free. Set us free. Set us free.
Hey, good afternoon. This is Andy. Let me ask you a question. Do you wish that you could make your waistline a thing of the past? That's what we're talking about today. I want to talk about so that the next time you talk about Throwback Thursday in 30 days, 60 days, 120 days, whatever it is, you can say, hey, you remember that Thursday a long time ago back in August when I decided to make my waistline a thing of the past? That's what we're going to talk about today. There's a whole bunch of things you can do. I've got a list of 7. I can only get to 5. But oh my goodness, you need to see what number 6 is. Now, some of these are going to be a little bit out there. Some of these are going to be things that, I don't know. I'm looking at a few different lists. And I'm going to read to you some of the things that you wouldn't normally think about to make your waistline a thing of the past. Or to, I guess, to keep you accountable. Hold on a sec. Ooh, that's good stuff. All right. So, listen to this. Number 1. Now, I'm just giving y'all some info that I have researched and found for you. Are you ready? Number 1, be mindful. And they're talking about if you reduce stress, if you're paying attention to what's going on, then of course you're probably, a lot of us are stress eaters, right? You're probably going to not eat as much. That's a good point. Number 2. Make fewer decisions. And listen to this paragraph. Believe it or not, the fewer decisions you make in a day, the better it is for your belly. A study published, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know about that one. If they did a study and it proved it, then I guess it's true. I don't know about that one. Number 3, this one is pretty interesting though. Don't be afraid to Instagram your meals. Now, there's a lot to be said there. This is all about the accountability thing. If you tell people that you are going to work to lose weight and that you are going to start eating right or eating healthier, then if you take pictures of your stuff and you got chicken fried steak smothered in gravy with mashed potatoes and a whole bunch of corn and a big old roll and a milkshake right there, then people are going to say, how are you losing a weight if you're eating stuff like that? That is a great point. So it's about the accountability. I agree with that one. All right, let's see what they're number 4. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. Fantasize about overeating sugary treats. You're right to think this one sounds counterintuitive, but allow us to explain. In one 2010 study, researchers broke participants into 2 groups and asked one group to fantasize about eating 3 M&Ms. The other group was instructed to imagine themselves eating 30 M&Ms. When scientists invited all participants to enjoy some real M&Ms as part of a taste test, those who fantasized about eating 30 candies tended to eat less of the real thing than those who kept their imaginations limited to just 3. Well, let me tell you, I have lately been reading, studying, learning about affirmations and the power of your mind, right? I would believe that to be true because what we tell ourselves, what we put into our mind, think on these things. The Bible tells you about it. So I would believe that. All right, y'all, okay, I'm going to give you one more. Number 5, use smaller bowls. Now, we've all heard this before. Eat on a smaller plate because when you see it's full, then you know that's a lot visually, so your mind's going to think the same thing. And when you can't fit more on it, for example, if you had a plate this big and half of it was covered with a protein like salmon, then you don't have much room for other stuff. And if you are especially mindful that you want to include good carbs in there, and then you've got good carbs on part of it, that means you got about this much room for bad carbs or whatever else. That's really a good idea to use smaller bowls. All right, I got to stop there. I got to help somebody on their computer, so I got to run on that. But listen, I got a whole bunch of lists off of this one that's really good. And then, like I said, I've got number 6 and 7 that you really want. Number 7 is good stuff. All right, let me go. Y'all have a fantastic afternoon. If you would like any of the information, if you would like this list that I'm pointing to, or you would like my list that includes the number 7 that you got to see, send me a message. I would love to share it with you. Oh my goodness. Y'all, have a fantastic afternoon. Be blessed. And we're going to listen to some Look At You Now on the way out. Have a wonderful lunch. I'll talk to you later.